Not, if you're on your couch not doing anything, eating like shit, then yeah, you need to get some activity and start getting nutrition on point. But like me, where I am, everything's on point. So now you kind of have to step up your game a little bit of being around. From the heart of Long Island, New York, we are inside the GP studios. We wake up today, we go today. This is the Primal Mindset. We are empowering the midlife man, and we are empowered by Go Primal Lifestyle. As you see, I got the first edition Patriot shirt on. I had to GoPrimalUSA.com. Help support my mission of inspiring men every day. Use code GP Nation. Get a discount. Start wearing the mindset to be the best for the ones that need you the most. I am your host, Chris Fontana. You can follow me on Instagram at Chris Fontana GP. Follow my journey of a midlife man alongside Jenna behind the scenes, always making this episode look good. We have Rin behind the camera, always making me look good. And before we kind of dive into this episode, which is going to be a solo episode, which I'm going to give a little bit of update of what's going on with me, with Go Primal and GP Nation, the community that I'm building here on Long Island. This episode is brought to you by Momentous supplements that I use, supporters of this show. Just great supplements. Like I said, I use them as a midlife man. I think they're great. You head to livemomentous.com, use code GoPrimal15. You will get 15% off the entire website. So please support those, support this show. Big announcement. We got a new sponsor. If you saw a couple episodes ago with Dr. Luis Fandos of Loring Age, really all about anti-aging and functional specialists. Just really, it was a great episode, and they jumped on and became sponsors of the show. And after I was talking to him more, and we were talking about that and sponsorship, and ended up getting some blood work done by him, and they checked a bunch of levels. They actually set up a Zoom where they pretty much go through everything. And it was really great. It was a little bit of humbling because you find out what levels are low. It turns out I got pretty low testosterone, which we will be addressing throughout the year. I actually go in next week, do some more testing to kind of figure out some more, metabolic rates and all that stuff that, to be honest, don't know too much about. And really looking forward to that. And we'll be detailing that as well as we go on. But they are a sponsor of the show, so definitely check them out and check out that episode with Dr. Luis Fandos. Really great knowledge that he gave for the midlife man. Also got a new friend of the show. They sent me these chocolates, organic dark chocolates. Man, flavanols, 600 milligrams of flavanol. It's a flavonoid. It's not too sure what it is, but very nutritious and really good. If you're a chocolate lover, you'll like the this as like a healthy alternative. They got so many. They got intense, wild, aromatic coffee, which I like. This one the best, organic dark chocolate coffee experience. That is empty actually because I ate all of it. They got one with ginger. If you like ginger, it is really good. But really, it's just, like I said, all organic, cacao, coconut blossom sugar. This one, like I said, with the ginger. I actually baked with it. I melted it down. I made my protein sweetbread, which if you want to know the recipe, send me a message. I mean, I have a Spanish wife, so she's always looking to have that sweetbread at night and a coffee. So it kind of got me into that routine. So I came out with a little bit of a healthier alternative with the protein sweetbread and melted that chocolate in it. Man, that was real good, man. It was like I said, check them out, uchocolate.com. Really just packed with like really nutritious stuff for the midlife man for longevity. So yeah, definitely check them out. And before I kind of jump into what this episode was about, like I said, it's going to be a solo show, giving a little bit of update of Go Primal and GP Nation. Actually, I had a run in with someone today this woman that my wife used to work with, and she's had her battles, with alcohol, and she told me how much the show was helping, how much my content was helping, and I always talk about helping the midlife man, inspiring men to be the best for the ones that need them the most. But to hear that was I was doing something important. I was making a difference, which is something that I strive to do. And if you can make a living doing something like that, that's my goal. And it like I said, it felt good, and you know it man, I don't know really know how to take it. Like I said, I was always trying to help men. So to hear, a woman reach out to me, like I said, I think, that's great. And if I can help anyone, talk about my story, and talk about my downfalls, and show that I'm just an everyday guy, and I was able to, get over the addiction, get over, the weight gain, get over the depression, get over the anxiety, and pretty much push through. And um, if I can help anyone, and to see that people are actually listening, and not always responding with likes and stuff like that, you just never know who's listening to you. And it made me, think a little bit too, because I have my son next to me, and I'm looking at him, and he's 5, about to turn 6, and like I said, 6 years sober, about to be 7. He's never seen me with a drink, and I was telling her, God willing, my kids never will, because unfortunately my wife did. And I that's what helps me stay sober, today, is knowing that, she's seen me at my worst. And, if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't be here, and able to get sober. And now my kids have that luxury of never seeing me, because of her, they have that luxury of never seeing me like that. And that's my powerful why. That's what, you know, it doesn't matter whether it's, going off track with eating healthy, or going off track with, working out. I know where I'm going to go if I continue on that path and stay off track. And, those kids, and my family is what brings me right back to, right back on track, because I know where I've been. I know what that feels like, and that's what I'm never going back there again. And that happened today, and it felt good. It felt good that, one, that people are watching my show, and two, that I'm able to help, and help inspire people. And that's the ultimate goal. um you know I always say, be the best for the ones that need you the most. And what does that entail? And I mentioned a little bit before about, doing some blood work with the Learning Age and Dr. Fandos. And like I said, it's a little humbling, because you think you're doing everything right. And he even said, like, everything else seems like it's pretty good. Levels are all good. He asked about my diet. He asked about, my activity. And I said, it's obviously, you get older, you got kids, sleep, it wasn't great, which I always attributed that to not really having a lot of energy, and just kind of dealt with it and said, that's just how it is now. And, it is what it is, type of mentality. And he did say, that could, not having the adequate sleep is can affect about 20% of testosterone, which, same with the supplements. I was taking some stuff from Momentous, and like I said, you definitely felt the difference in the bedroom with libido, which, you know you know not having the energy is definitely something I noticed. um I noticed not getting the same results, like, but staying on track with lifting weights. And I felt like if I would go off track just a little bit with my nutrition, man, not even talking, crazy, like, weight would just come. I'm like, man, what the hell? How am I gaining weight? And you know so quickly, like, what the hell is going on? And I felt like I had to be extra on point to get that weight back off. And it was getting frustrating. And believe me, it was never going to that point where being, 300 pounds, and being like that. But you start gaining 10 pounds, 15 pounds, like, huh, then you go back down, lose it, then kind of you go off the, not even off the rails, man. You just enjoy yourself a little bit, and you're like, how did that shit come right back again? So I started, noticing stuff like that. And again, you just attribute it to, you're getting older, this and that. And, getting, like I said, the levels, all the blood work done, and talking with the doctor and going over everything. And he's like, even at your age, 44, about to turn 45, it's pretty low. I believe it was around 400 or so. He's like, we should get it up. You almost want to be double that. So there's no supplements that would ever be able to get you to that point. And like I said, asked about activity, and asked about my workouts, my nutrition, everything is pretty much on point, man. Like activity, as far as I get 10,000 steps minimum every day. I'm working out with resistance training 2 to 3 times a week. I'll do some body weight workouts, a little bit of running as well during the week. So I'm definitely getting enough activity. Um, and again, you start seeing, or noticing, putting in that same effort. And not that I was getting weaker in the gym. I don't, I wasn't losing muscle, felt like, but at the very least maintaining muscle. But like I should have probably been getting stronger, and then it was. And again, I attribute it to maybe I'm just not getting enough sleep, which obviously is very important. But so, next week I'm going to be doing some further testing. Like I said, I'm going to document all this and be the best for the ones that you do the most, and it's a little bit of the extra mile. Like I said, it depends where you are. And you're not, if you're on your couch, not doing anything, eating like shit, then yeah, you need to get some activity and start getting nutrition on point. But like me, where I am, everything is on point. So now you kind of have to step up your game a little bit being around, man. Longevity. What does that entail? What do I got to do now? Let's go. Um, so I'm gonna, take the next step, and get my levels right, and make sure that I'm continuing to stay on point with my nutrition, and continuing to stay on point with working out and my activity, and stuff like that. So looking forward to it. I know other guys out there probably have the same issue. And I tell 'em, I would say, go get some blood work done. Go and blood work's all covered, through your health insurance. Hit up Dr. Fandos, Alluring Age, in West Islip. And like I said, they take the time. They go over everything with you. They let you know what the game plan is, what you have to do next. And if you're doing everything right and you're still feeling off, man, I would go hit them up, man. Check them out. It's gonna help in the long run for me, I know, and not only physically but mentally. Um, so that's what I got kind of going on with my personal life now. And recently we had an outside workout for men here in Deer Park, and at the high school. And that's something that I want to continue to grow. GP Nation, in this area, Long Island, starting here, Deer Park. And it's all about men that just want to be the best for the ones that need them, the most. And we had a free workout, and I know some guys came down, and I just want to continue to grow it. So every Sunday is 11 a.m. Deer Park High School, man. We just get together, we get active, we bullshit, we talk about life, we talk about what's going on. And I want to continue to grow that. And my goal is to this upcoming November, I would like to have the second annual cigar event, Cigars in the Lines Den, GP Nation. And hopefully that, we can get some sponsors for that event, continue to grow GP Nation. So like I said, if you're in the area and you want to come hang out, you want to get active, you want to, see what it's like to be a part of some camaraderie. If you're missing it, that support system, if you're missing it, that's very important for guys, man. That helps with the mental health. That's a big thing, I know, for me. When I was at my worst, you feel alone. You need that camaraderie again. Hanging out with the fellas, man, talking bullshit, snapping on each other, whatever it is, man. It helps. It goes a long way. And that's what I'm hoping to create with GP Nation, starting here in Long Island, and we'll continue to grow it. Like I said, Sundays, 11 a.m., Deer Park High School. Hit me up, message me, wherever on Instagram, Chris Fontana GP. Facebook, you can find me. LinkedIn, Chris Fontana. I'm around. So if you want, you can email me, chrisfontana@goprimalusa.com. And let's start doing this. You can join the Facebook group GP Nation. Got about 29 members now, and I want to continue to grow that, and just continue to help the community starting here in Long Island of men, and hopefully they can reach out and be a part of something special, which I think it really can be. So that's kind of what we got going on with GP Nation. That's kind of what we got going on with me personally, and Go Primal. Like I said, this is my first edition Patriot shirt. I really like. So if you want to help support my mission of inspiring men, just head to the website goprimalusa.com. Use code GP Nation. You'll get a discount, and it really help us out with supporting with men, and especially in this area. But we do have a guest here on coming up on Long Island Matters. She's been on here before. She's actually the one that introduced me to Dr. Louise Fandos, and works at Alluring Age. She's got her own practice going on as well. So she's going to jump on and talk to us a little bit about it. And we're just going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
In a world where settling is not an option, where confidence reigns supreme, there's a brand that embodies the spirit of empowerment and refusal to compromise. Introducing Go Primal, where every thread exudes strength and determination. Elevate your experience. Shop now and unleash your inner champion. Because when you wear GP, you're not just dressing for success, you're embodying it. Go Primal, where confidence meets courage. Refuse to settle. Shop now and conquer your world.
Drinks are fun, but alcohol isn't. Meet ProofNoMore.com, the #1 marketplace for the best non-alcoholic craft beverages. We offer the largest selection of non-alcoholic beers, NA wines, zero-proof spirits, and mocktails. So if you're in the mood for a rewarding brew or a cocktail without the booze, give Proof No More a try. Live more, proof less, at ProofNoMore.com.
Everybody going through it. Everybody going through it. Everybody. But we still gotta pursue it. Gotta do it. Cause we all going through it. Everybody going through it. Everybody going through it. Everybody going through it.
All right, we are back on the Primal Mindset. We got Jen. What's going on, Jen?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How you been?
Been pretty good. A little busy.
Yeah. Well, busy's good.
Busy is a blessing. We love busy.
Yeah. I'm glad you were able to come back on, and like I was mentioning before, without you, I wouldn't have been able to connect with Dr. Fandos and been able to kind of do the blood work and do more testing next week, which I'm really looking forward to. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. The more that we know that we're able to help our bodies in a more natural way, the better. Being a nurse practitioner for so many years, since 2016, and a nurse before that since 2009, finally realizing that there are really simple answers we're just not prone and privy to understanding. It makes all the difference, because like you said, you're experiencing already the benefits of it, and you would have never thought, those are the quick fixes that we can kind of work with.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like I said, a little humbling because you think you're doing everything right, and then you find out, and no, which to no fault of my own, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys where it just happens to, and they can be doing all the right things, and you're still not feeling great or 100% or optimal, I should say. And that's what that's what it's all about. You want to be optimal, and but yeah, I'm glad you came back on, because I know you got your own practices as well, where I'm going to be honest, I can't pronounce half the words that the things that you do. So I'd rather let her come on and talk about it. So, go for it.
Yeah. So I had opened up Encompass Health and Wellness back in 2021. But the first opening kind of fell through. Obviously, COVID had happened. And then at the time, my mother had gotten sick. Worse, she suffered from Alzheimer's, dementia. And it kind of really threw a big wrench into things. But I scaled back on work. I took care of her at home, and unfortunately, she passed last June. But since then, she has been even better as my angel, and she has enabled me to finally open back in February, where I have with Alluring Age. So we have all the great pillars in Alluring Age now. So we have that functional medicine, we have the aesthetics, and we have the holistic and the wellness there. So it's really such an amazing place to be able to be part of, because everything I believe in is there,
Right.
So my journey really started on my own healing journey, just with life. It actually had started with a breakup, and I kind of needed to find myself again. And then, through the course of everything, life is hard. They don't prepare you for things that happen in life. And, there's no guidebook as to say, this is how you deal with this emotion, this is how you deal with this problem. So I turned to my friend that was a yogi, and she kind of helped me through it. So I got my Reiki certification with her, which Reiki is energy healing. So obviously we are all made up of energy. We're surrounded by energy. These are the fields that make up, Earth and our universe. So you go through that, you kind of lay on a massage table, you listen to relaxing music, and there's just an energy shift that happens. I'm just a vessel, but I allow the energies to work, and it can be a very transformative experience. I also do auricular therapy, which is ear seeds. So in ancient Chinese
Yeah,
medicine.
I was wondering what those things were. When I see them, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
So what, how does that work? What is like the point of putting those in?
So I actually had found out about ear seeds from one of my previous chronic pain patients. I used to work in pain management. That's where I actually met Dr. Fandos.
Okay.
And my typical pain patient, usually 9, 10 out of pain every time I see him, which is every month. And he came in after a weekend and he said, I'm a 4. And I'm like, all right, what are you taking that I'm not prescribing you?
Yeah.
And he pointed to his ear and he said, my niece had put these things in my ear. I had no idea what they were. But after that point, you made damn sure to find out what they were. And they are ear seeds. So ancient Chinese medicine, they are little pressure points. So the ear is actually an inverted fetus in ancient Chinese medicine. So anything that correlates with the body or concerns can be treated with a pressure point to the ear.
Okay.
Started out with traditional vicarious seeds, which are tiny little seeds that used to do the pressure point. Now they make those, as well as 24 karat gold, stainless steel. People that have metal allergies with the ears have titanium. And you wear them for about 5 to 7 days, depending on treatment, how often you do it. I like to do weekly. I won't go past bi-weekly. And it treats things like insomnia, stress, anxiety, focus, pain, obviously, migraines, headaches, tinnitus, literally anything that you can think about is this awesome, simple little treatment option that is like a little diamond in the rough.
So it depending on what you're treating, is it where you put it on the ear or okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So there are specific points for every area or concern that you may have. You can treat multiple points on issues at the same time. You can do one ear or both ears, but it's amazing.
Interesting. Have you done it? I mean,
Yep.
obviously you probably
Yep.
have done it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have done it. A little hard to do it on myself sometimes
Yeah.
because some of the areas you can't get to. But yeah, it's very calming and very effective.
Is it?
I actually put it on for a cough that helped.
Huh. Interesting. Is it I only seen pictures on the inside at all, or is it only on the outside of your ear?
So there's nothing that goes in the canal itself. Obviously, that would be detrimental. So it is all on the outer aspects of the ear. It can go
Okay.
like inside, like in the little crevice that you have.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, man, what are those things? Like that's pretty interesting though to treats all those. you said you did it for a cough. Was there anything else that I mean, you don't have to say too much, but
I've
I'm
done it
just curious.
for cough. I've done it for pain. I hold all my stress in my upper body.
Hmm.
And just, over the past course, I've had a constant muscle tension on my right side. So I've been doing cupping. I've been doing red light therapy, which I have as well.
Right.
PEMF therapy as also. So that is pulse electromagnetic frequency. So it pulses from the crystal bed that is also infrared that I have, and it helps you ground to the earth's frequency. And it really just gets your meridian pathways back in sync, your chakras all aligned. You don't feel it, but you feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna ask about I know you do the cupping and the red light, which I did get from my wife that she's gonna probably do after she gives birth, because I don't
After the
think.
baby,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, after the baby, she'll be down there and doing it. So yeah, I'm actually kind of curious to see how that works. But the cupping, I mean, you see it everywhere now, and mostly in athletes, but everyday people are starting to use that more and more. The cupping.
Yeah, yeah. I have literally all walks of life come in. I'm very big into sports.
Hmm.
I treat my softball team, my volleyball team. But it's great. Anybody that has aches and pains, chronic tension, arthritis, any joint spaces, cupping
Hmm.
is so good. People get turned off because of the bruises, but the bruises is the detoxification. So taking that stagnant energy, that tightness, that stagnant blood flow, and getting rid of it now promotes better blood flow, more nutrients, alleviates that muscle tension, so you gain more of that mobility. And it's literally a 10-minute session. And I had somebody the other day, chronic knee pain, which had just flared up through volleyball. And he told me the next day he had about 60% improvement of his mobility from just that one session.
I want to try to do a lot. I mean, I don't know about the whole in the ear thing, but I definitely wanted to try the cupping, because I've seen, like I said, a lot of people doing that. So it was something interesting that I'd like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where could people get a hold of you and reach you if they want to try all this stuff?
Yep. So I am located at Alluring Age as well. We are in West Islip. I also do mobile. So depending on the
Okay.
circumstances, I can travel to people's homes to do services. And I throw in, we do some retreats also. So I have a retreat coming up on the 29th, actually in Huntington. It's a Serenity retreat. So going in the course, it is June, it's men's mental health.
Hmm.
I surprisingly have a really decent amount of men coming into this retreat, which makes me so happy. Everybody needs to have that good mindset and work on their self-care. It is not just women-based, even though there's that huge stigma about it. But we're gonna do some Reiki. We're gonna do ear seeds, because ear seeds are actually very, very popular right now. People are like, I want to know what this is. Why
Yeah.
are these in the ear? So you get to try that. We're doing gentle yoga, meditation. We're going to journal. All the things that I know through myself are able to help me get to a better peace, a better grounding position, regardless of what's going on. And we make our own little serenity jars. So we're going to fill it up with some crystals and stones and all the things, little notes that we could look into later on. It's going to be a really special day. So I'm excited about that. And then the practice of general meditation and yoga is really, really huge, that I'm so happy to be able to promote and give to my clients also.
Nice. Yeah, sounds awesome. Man. Like you got a lot going on, and I'm happy for you. And I know your mom's looking down, happy on you as well. And
Thank you.
just keep going. And we let's stay connected. I know, I wanted to, or you wanted me to kind of talk to you and how to balance everything, which I've learned how to do with everything I got going on, and I'm more than happy to help you out, and definitely stay connected and talk to you about it.
Yeah, yeah, I'd be so gracious for that. That would be amazing. You don't really hear about how difficult the backside end of owning a business is
Yeah.
sometimes, and then how you navigate actually working, and then, the social media and the
Hmm.
back end, and any help I would be so grateful for.
Yeah, absolutely. You've helped me out a ton. So yeah, definitely we'll definitely stay connected and continue to have a nice relationship. So again, I appreciate you coming on and look forward to talking more.
Yes, absolutely.
Prom.
Thank you so much, Chris.
All right, that was Jen Egbert, I believe is how to say her last name. I hope I said it right. Just really, really awesome person, and I'm glad she was able to come back on. And that's the Long Island Matter segment is all about is bringing these local brands, these local businesses. I know it's tough to balance everything and to get your name out there and to promote. And to me, like I think we all need to help each other. Help support each other. There's no competition. It's just everyone should be helping each other out and help each other grow. And I have no problem helping people. And the primal mindset is not just being the best for the ones that need you the most. The primal mindset is pushing through, being able to how to balance everything in life. And that's what I want to help other people. And that's what it's all about. And that's what I said Long Island Matters is all about. And we have other people that you saw that video, which is a great video about my friend Chris Brennan. He does great drone work. Does pictures from his drones and puts them in frames. He does another business at Swigware on Instagram, which he does these really tumblers are great. He personalized them. You see him at West Ice of Strong, my old hometown. Ones up here, he does. He can customize them. So check him out at Swigware on Instagram. And Proof No More, you saw the commercial. Big supporters of the show, sponsors of the show. Me being 6 years sober, it's nice to have a nice non-alcoholic beer, wine. Maybe a non-alcoholic whiskey, and with the cigar. So it really helps to stay on track, for me, and to be able to do that is really awesome now. And they are a big supporter of the show out here in Brooklyn. So proofnomore.com. If you use code Go Primal, you will get a discount. So please support those to support this show. And also Sweet House Ideas, another great friend of the show. Angie does a great job with these silk floral arrangements. She does some chocolate covered desserts, these little mini donuts, which I absolutely love. She does is really great. So she's another great supporter of the show, and hit her up on Instagram at Sweet House Ideas, and help support those that support this show, and really make a big difference supporting local businesses. Long Island Prep, another great supporter of the show, sponsor of the show. My friend Paul Vecchione does a great job bringing raising awareness of mental health and addiction in the school systems here and across the country as well, giving online resources for to parents, teachers, and kids to really fight that mental health and addiction issues. And he does an amazing job. Just did an event with him, and looking forward to working with him more often. He'll be back on Long Island Matters throughout the year, and when the summer's coming up and he's off from his teaching job, he'll be jumping on more and more. But like I said, just if you're in need, or if you know teachers or schools in needs, hit up longislandprep.org, and Paul would definitely help you out. So that big supporters of my show. I'm very honored. And I got Jenna behind, the scenes, making this show look good. Rin with the camera work, always making this show look good. So I appreciate everyone who's supporting me. And it felt good today to kind of hear that people are recognizing it and appreciating what I'm putting out there. So I'm hoping that I keep inspiring people, and that's all I can ask for is to change people's lives and get them to refuse to settle in life. So I appreciate all the help. And as always, confidence is king.